Hello, my dear children in grade 6, Civic Education, Lesson 2. Today we are going to discuss about the physical resources in our province. Let's learn about the physical resources in our region. Think about the things you can see in your living province. You may see lot of things like sunlight, water, air, land, roads, buildings, forest and oceans. All these things can be termed as the physical resources. Now you may have an idea about the physical resources. Think about the physical resources in your area. Some of them are the creations of the nature. Others are the creations of the man which produced by using the materials of the nature. Therefore, we can divide physical resources into two groups. First one, natural resources. Another one, resources that are not natural or man-made resources. Okay, children, physical resources are made up of two main parts. First one, natural resources. Second one, resources that are not natural or man-made resources. What are the natural resources in your province? Let's see. We can identify sunlight, water, air, land, ocean, minerals, forest. These resources can be seen in the region we live in. Sunlight, water, air, land are some of the resources common to all the areas. However, there are some resources which become unique to a particular area. For example, minerals, forest, waterfalls, mountains, plains, etc. Then let's discuss the uses of the natural resources. Here you can see the uses of sunlight. Sunlight provides us power and light. Sun is the main source which provides light and energy to the earth. It gives us power and light. During the daytime, we get light from the sun and it helps us for a clear vision. Sunlight also helps to produce foods in green plants. We use sunlight to generate electricity using solar cells. Uses of air. We use oxygen in atmosphere for our breathing. It also used to generate electricity. You can see here generating energy using wind. Air is used to industrial purposes. Wind is used for transportation, planes and ships. Here we are going to talk about the uses of water. Water is the most important natural resource in our world. Our Earth became a unique planet out of other planets in solar system due to abundance of water. We use water for drinking, agricultural activities, industries, producing power, and recreation activities, as well as transportation. Now look at the pictures. We use water for drinking and domestic uses. It also uses for various agricultural activities. This picture shows an event of producing salt by using seawater. Water is used to generate hydroelectricity. Water is used as a media of transport. What are the uses of land? Land is used to build in houses and places of living. Here you can see a house. We use land to build in houses and other places of living. It also helps us for agricultural activities. In this picture, you can see crop cultivation. We use land for the agricultural activities. Land is used to establish industrial zones and factories. It is used to build roads, highways, and railways. Here you can see a picture of highways. Land is essential for extracting minerals like gems and graphite. Let's see the uses of forest. Forests are most important natural resource. We gain a lot of things from this ecosystem. It helps to protect water springs. It also helps to clean the air and keep environment cool. Forests provide us timber for making furniture and constructions. It also important as the natural park and protect the diversity of flora and fauna. Uses of minerals. Sri Lanka is rich in mineral resources. There are various minerals like gem, graphite, ilmenite, clay, and apatite. Mineral resources are important for various industries and transport. As example, we use clay for making pots, tiles and bricks. Gems used for making jewelries. Here you can see gems used for making jewelries. Mineral sand used for producing products like glasses. Physical resources are utilized for personal, social and socio-economic needs for the neighboring region. Here you know that physical resources are utilized for personal, social and socio-economic needs. Here we are going to discuss about the needs of land. As a physical resource, we discuss about the uses of land. Land is used for fulfill personal needs and social needs and socio-economic needs. What are the uses of land as a personal need? Building a house, home gardening, getting water from a well, parking own vehicle are the personal needs we use from land. We get from land. Building a housing complex, cultivation for needs of foods, constructions building for public needs, making roads and railways are social needs. Then let's see about the socio-economic needs of land. Set up trade for development projects, constructions of industrial cities, constructions of places for tourism are the economic needs of land. Here you can see home garden. Then we can see here housing complex and this one is a place of trade. Up to now we learned that we use physical resources to fulfill our various needs. Some of them our personal needs and some of them social or socio-economic needs. However, we should use physical resources very carefully. We have to use resources most effectively and frugally. as a matter of extreme importance. Now let's see how should we use physical resources. Just as bees collect honey from the flower without harming it, it is the duty of the man that he uses the resources gifted by nature so as to cause them no damage. Think about the way that bee collect honey from the flowers. The bee does not harm the flower in any way, even if it fulfills its need. That is how we use resources to satisfy our needs. Let us conserve resources. Physical resources in our area perform an immense service for the existence of man and to satisfy his needs. But man is not sensitive to the environment when using resources. He overuses resources to satisfy his needs as well as earning more profits. Here you can see a picture of overusing forest. A number of environmental problems have arisen due to the improper use of natural resources by man. Therefore, it is our duty to safeguard resources for the well-being of the environment and hand it over to the future generation. How do we contribute to the resources conservation? Here you can see the procedures that can be followed to conserve physical resources. We can pay our attention to the conservation of forest. Okay, we can pay our attention to the conservation of forest. For that, we can avoid from deforestation. We can plant in and protect trees. Enforcement of law against deforestation. Then, making maximum use of resources. Here, we can reuse glass bottles by making lamps. Plastic and polythene can be recycled. Then, minimizing wastage of resources. You know that sometimes people not pay their attention towards wastage of water and electricity. Therefore, these resources are wasted without being utilized. We can switch off unnecessary bulbs, fans, television and radios to save electricity. Use basin to collect water when washing our face. Put used water to the home garden. Use of water tanks to collect rainwater can be used to minimize wastage of water. Then, soil conservation. For a soil conservation, we can build in bunds, drain for water to flow down, protect natural forest and large trees, help to soil conservation. Next one, refrain from adding non-biodegradable materials to the soil. Example, polythene and plastic. We should avoid from adding non-degradable things into the soil. If we collect these things to the soil, it will last a long time in the soil. It will be a reason to destroy soil organisms and structure. So, we should take steps for recycling polythene and plastic. Last one, avoiding burning of waste. Example, straw, plastic. Waste burning contributes for air pollution. Burning of waste contributes to add toxins to the atmosphere. Therefore, we should produce compost by using organic waste and recycle non-degradable waste. In this lesson, we discussed about physical resources, uses of physical resources, need of conservation of physical resources, and procedure of conservation. Now, I think you have a clear picture about this lesson. Let's meet again with human resources. Have a nice day for all.